guys, welcome to Talking Money with Nozi, personal finance made simple. The stock markets are crashing all over the place and many people, especially beginners, are panicking. There are many reasons why the stock markets are crashing, but two of them are the Russia-Ukraine war and also the American government is raising interest rates. So when people are scared during times of war or are pessimistic about the future during interest rate hikes, they tend to sell their shares at the same time, causing the stock markets to crash. The questions on almost everyone's mind are, should I sell my stocks or should I buy more? Will the markets fall down to zero? Will the stock markets ever recover? When will the stock markets recover? In this video, I am going to take you through the history of stock market crashes and recoveries and tell you what you should and shouldn't do during a stock market crash. First of all, you should expect stock markets to crash from time to time. Like I said, many people are new to investing and they have never experienced a market crash before. But please note that this is not the first time that the markets have crashed. Stock markets have crashed before and they're going to crash again and again and again. But one common thing about stock market crashes is that they are always followed by recoveries. In other words, the stock market always goes up even though it may crash from time to time. But what determines whether or not you will make money during a stock market crash is what you do during a stock market crash. The performance of the stock market is measured by a group of companies called an index. So for example, the Dow Jones Index represents the 30 largest companies that are listed on the New York Stock Exchange. The S&P 500 Index represents the 500 largest American companies which are listed on the New York Stock Exchange. And the Top 40 Index represents the 40 largest South African companies which are listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. When people say the stock market is up or down, they are referring to the index. So if the index is up, they'll say the stock market is up. If the index is down, those group of companies, they'll say the stock market is down. Let me take you through a brief history of market crashes and recoveries to help you to calm your nerves. So I went to Google. Google is your friend, right? And I looked for a history of stock market crashes as well as stock market recoveries, and I discovered this article. So I'm going to read it for you. It says, gaining confidence based on history. Sharp, sudden market declines are disconcerting, prompting many investors to reduce their stock holdings or pull out of the market. As history has shown, financial markets have rebounded from market shocks, posting strong long-term gains. All too often, investors that have sold out during a crisis have locked in losses and possibly missed the rebound. Riding out market declines and benefiting from potential rebounds may be a better plan. Historically, markets have posted strong long-term gains following declines. Basically, what they're saying is that historically, markets have recovered after they've gone down. The S&P 500 index, remember the index is a group of shares. So the S&P 500 index is a group of America's 500 largest companies. So this is showing the returns for 1, 5, and 10-year periods following end of bear market. A bear market is when the market has crashed. Let's have a look. This is the time frame and this is the percentages of the fall or recovery. So look at this. The Great Depression, which lasted from 1930 to 1932, was the worst stock market crash in history. Minus 83%, guys. That's hectic. But look at the recovery. After 1 year, the market rebounded 121%. 5 years, 263. 10 years, 86%. Then there was the post-World War II recession, which lasted from 1946 to 1948. Look at the crash. It was minus 28. Then it rebounded 5%, 86%, 196% after 10 years. Cold War. The crash was minus 28%. Recovery after a year, 33%, 105% after 10 years. Vietnam War, minus 34%. After 1 year, 40% gains, 31% gains after 5 years, and 66% after 10 years. 1980 to 1982 recession. The drop was minus 27%. Recovery after a year, 58%. After 5 years, 225%. After 10 years, 308%. And look at this, the COVID pandemic, the most recent stock market crash was in 2020. The crash was minus 34% and the recovery was 75%. What is unpredictable is when the market is going to recover. So during the Great Depression, the market recovered after 25 months. During the post-World War recession, the market recovered after 20 months. During the Cold War, the market recovered after 6 months. Look at Black Monday in 1987. The market recovered after 4 months. And look at 2020. During COVID, the market recovered after 1 month. So you cannot tell when the market is going to recover. This is a different graph, but showing the same information or similar information to what I just showed you in the previous clip. In the previous clip, I showed you the performance of the S&P 500 index, which is a group of America's 500 largest companies. This graph is showing us the performance of the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, which is the performance of America's 30 largest companies. So it's showing us the performance right from 1800s right up to 2020. This graph, as you can see, is going up. But it's not a smooth ride upwards. There are these bumps. And anytime you see a bump going down, that's a crash. So there's a crash, there's a crash, there's another crash, another one, a big one. The 1929 crash. The reason why I can recognize it is because it was the biggest crash of our history. But the market recovered. And there have been other crashes and recoveries from that time onwards, right up to 2020. There was a crash in March 2020. That was the COVID pandemic crash. But look at that. The market recovered quickly and it's back to its upward march. As you have seen, guys, the stock market always goes up, even though it crashes from time to time. History, although it doesn't repeat itself in the exact same way, it rhymes. So when you look at history, history can give you comfort because you know what to expect if a similar thing happens now or in the future. So if you are in doubt about the stock market, just go back and look at the history. The stock market has survived World War I, it has survived World War II, it has survived 9/11, it has survived the 2008 global financial crisis. So this is why we go back to look at history so that we can be calm and say, okay, this is not new. This is not happening for the first time. This is what you should not do during a stock market crash. The worst thing that you can do during a stock market crash is to sell your investments. Do not sell your investments. When the stock market crashes, think of it the same way you think about Black Friday or Cyber Monday or the end of season sale from your favorite clothing store. When there is a clothing sale, do you get scared and run away from the shops, or do you rush to get to the store to get some bargains? Obviously, you buy the clothes on sale because you get more nice clothes for less money. But when it comes to the stock market, the weird thing is that people run away when stocks go on sale. The very time when you can buy more shares with less money, it doesn't make sense. What most people do is that they sell their shares when they have become cheap during a market crash, and then they're going to buy them back after the market has recovered. That's when now the shares are more expensive. This is called selling low and buying high, and you will never make money if you do this. This is what you should do during a market crash. Number one is you have to toughen up and learn to ignore the noise that is caused by everybody else who is panicking. The media also adds to the panic because they write headlines in huge red letters about the stock market crashing. Ignore all of that. The best thing that you can do when stock markets are crashing is to buy more investments like the S&P 500 ETF, like the top 40 ETF, like the total world ETF, because you are getting more good shares with less money. You are getting a bargain. If you don't have money to buy more shares, the next best thing that you can do is to do nothing. Just sit on those itchy hands. Don't sell anything. Do nothing. If you do this, you will make money in the stock market. As a long-term investor, you should know that the market will eventually recover. During market crashes, some people who don't know what they're doing sell off their investments. What happens next is that the markets eventually rise and go up and beyond. But those who panic and sell miss out on the rise. While long-term investors who remain invested in the market eventually recover and make more money over the years. Some people will think, okay, I will sell my investments now during the crash and I'm going to buy them back when the market is recovering. That's the logic that people are trying to use, right? Well, you are attempting to do the impossible because stock market crashes and recoveries always catch everybody by surprise. The stock market does not announce and say, hey, I'm about to crash crash now, or hey, the crash is over, you can start buying now. The crashes and recoveries are completely random, and most people who try to time the market miss out on the recoveries and they lose out. So guys, nobody knows when the stock market is going to crash, on which day, on which hour, on which second, and they can't even tell you when exactly it's going to recover. Is it going to recover after one day? Is it going to recover after 1 week? Is it going to recover after a month, or even after a year? And anybody who claims to know that is lying, because if they knew that, they'd be rich. They'd be richer than Warren Buffett, who is the richest long-term investor of our time. So if that person had that kind of information, they would be on the Forbes top 100. But unfortunately, people don't know. They guess, and they go on to TV and they say, yeah, the market is going to recover next week. They are just guessing. So ignore the noise and stay the course. Please remember that the market always goes up, always. But it is not to say it is a smooth ride. So when people invest in the stock market, they're expecting their money to grow smoothly upwards without any dips along the way. They expect their 100 Rand to grow to 110, and then to 120, and then to 150, and then to 200 without stopping or falling. It doesn't work like that. The stock market grows your money, but it is definitely not a smooth ride. It is a wild roller coaster ride. It goes up and then it goes down, then it goes up and then down. But over long periods of time, the market always goes up. Not every year, guys, not every month, not every week, and definitely not every day. But if you are in doubt or scared, take a moment and look at the history of the stock market performance over a long period of time. You will see that it always goes up even through disasters. Okay, guys, that's it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please type them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. Also, please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and visit my online store to buy my ebooks or to book me for an online consultation. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.